It's all good on my end. Anyway, yeah. Okay, cool, cool. Audio is live. Nice. I got spooked for a moment. I got a little bit spooked. There were a lot of moving parts to this, but thankfully it's all good and all working. So yes, boys, Tekken 4. Yeah, as I was saying, I've been playing a bit of world record hot potato with another runner, Tigo Samigo 2020. We've been swapping the world record a bit, so that's why I've been speedrunning Tekken 4 recently. But I've had to take a break because of uni. But I'm back. Showcasing it at Speedyfists. I'm very, very happy to be starting this off. So, without further ado, let's have a little countdown. Time starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go. Alright, boys. Let's start. So, we're doing an all default characters run. That means we're using the 10 characters that you saw were unlocked at the start. We're going to be playing through arcade mode as quickly as possible on the easiest difficulty, one round. Let's do it. Yeah. So we do some nice fat damage there. Keep them crouching so that you set up for unblockable. Bam, big damage, get the grounded hit. And we're on to the next stage already, just like that. That's how it's done. There's a lot of really cool stuff that's unique to Tekken 4 that we have to work, that we can work with and can work around. So you saw there that I was actually on an incline, and that's why my unblockable missed. Could I turn off my... Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh. Sorry, he told me to turn my microphone off. God. Okay. You might not have been able to hear me for a moment. But I think it's good now. Okay. Okay, I turned it back on. Okay, but yeah. So you saw one moment my unblockable miss. That's because I was on an incline. Tekken 4 has those. It's also the first Tekken game to have walls, and walls are pretty interesting in this Tekken. They are our friend though, because we can really keep them at wall and do a ton of damage if we're able to set that up. So that's the way we can save a lot of time if we get the opportunity to. Yeah, that's the unblockable. Unblockables are what we're looking for in this run. Oh, that was lucky that missed. You do definitely need some luck in this. You need the AI to go in your favor. Like right there, the fact that Joe you actually wasn't stunned and tried to attack me, the fact that I still managed to get the unblockable off was really fortunate.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that's an unblockable. It doesn't look like an unblockable because it doesn't have a hit particles, but that was very much an unblockable. Just punch over. Oh, okay, no, that didn't work. Okay, good. That was a little bit scary. Could have died there, but we did not. And now we're on the final stage. Heihachi is the final boss. Usually it's Diaper Heihachi, the most intimidating boss in fighting game history, if I say so myself. Okay, I'm going to try an alternate strat here. Oh, I messed the end up, but that's fine. There we go. Cool. Okay, so what I did there was I did something slightly unique. I did a move that dragged him onto his side, and Tekken 4 has grab pushes where you can push an opponent to any direction. So after that move, we can set them up so that we can push them, and then their backs to us, and then we can get some guaranteed damage. Like you saw, I dropped the main juggle, but it's a good way to kill someone very quickly. So the character route that I'm doing is based off of consistency. So I usually have the least consistent characters at the start of a run, and the most consistent characters at the end of a run, just to make speedrunning it conventionally easily. So I'm just following that route. So right up next, we're using Steve. Steve's main strat is you do a bunch of hits that leave the opponent in a face-down, feet-away position. So ideally, they have a 50-50 chance of... Okay, you do have to sometimes do backup strats. Oh, I messed up a juggle. Okay, cool. Sometimes you have to like you panic a bit and you have to set up emergency strats if your main strats don't work. That's the beautiful thing about speedrunning Tekken. So you know, if they block a move, suddenly you've got to completely readjust your strat. Like right here, you've got to completely checked up one bit. Okay, that kind of worked out. Bit shifty, but it worked out. The idea is that you keep them face down, feet away, and then they'll get up into the unblockable. Like this? No. Unfortunately, it's a 50-50 strat. 50-50 chance of working. Okay, cool. So far, so good though. We're not doing too badly. Now I'm going to swap strats. Okay, so now I'm just doing a stun move over and over again, and the idea is that you would just stun them and the AI just walks into it. We are on easy AI difficulty, so the AI is not the hardest in the world to fall. Okay, cool. Thank you boys for the good luck.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, hopefully you can't hear children in the background, because I can. Ooh, nice. That was a nice little juggle. Nice. And the wall's our friend. The wall does a lot of damage in this game. It actually does grip sometimes. And when you attack them and push them in the wall over and over again, the damage can be immense after a while. Okay, we're on the Heihachi again.
Final round. Fight.
And we'll just do that. Nice. And that's what I'm saying. You can tech roll off of the wall in this game, which is a bit unusual, but you can just keep them over and over again. Okay, up next is Christy. Okay, Christy's got a bunch of different strats. To start off with, I'm going to be just doing enough damage so that then I can follow up with the unblockable and kill them. So I'm going to be doing a very specific set of moves. That didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. Yoshi actually blocked the starting kick. Okay, that wasn't ideal, but that's okay. We'll try it again this time. You want to usually be like have inclines facing upwards, because then it not only does it extend the chances of like your hitboxes work, like attacking the enemy, and more chances of them whiffing. It also means that juggling up the hill is easier than juggling down the hill in most cases. Zhao Yu is really the pain of the run, because her Art of Phoenix stance can evade almost anything. Cool. Okay, I'm going to swap strats now. Now we're just going for some big damage moves, basically, is the idea. Okay, I think it wasn't quite as fast as I wanted it to, but still not too bad. Hopefully we can speed up a little bit though.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. Yubi is gonna mark out every time he sees Paul. Oh god.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, now that was a pretty good stage right there. That's what we're looking for. Stages fast like that.
Final
Nice. Oh, that was really good. Beautiful. That was a perfect round right there, literally. That was just, everything worked out right there. That was good. Okay, if we get a good Heihachi, then we're going to be on a pretty decent pace. We're not on world record pace right now, I regret to inform you, but we're on a pretty decent pace. Definitely not an awful pace by any means. Ooh, cool.
You win.
That was a very good Christie, I'm happy with that. I am doing my own splits just because I want to record my own run and see what time I get. It's not looking like a world record, but it's still definitely not a bad pace. And like, this is noticing, but I've only been practicing pretty recently. For a marathon run anyway, this is definitely a good start. Alright, so Law, we're going to be doing some flip kicks. On the earlier stages that is, the AI after getting hit by the flip kicks will not usually tech roll, so that means the follow-up unblockable is much more likely to hit, which is what we're looking for. Beautiful. And they usually just get up right as the unblockable is about to hit them. So the strat works out really well on the early stages. Last fighter, it is none other than Paul Phoenix. The man Paul. So timer ends after I skip past the you win screen when I beat Heihachi on the last character, which will be Paul. So as soon as I skip the you win screen, it goes to black. That's when time is. Okay, so I'll use a bit of a trickier one to get the unblockable off on. So there we go. I have 3 strats that I can try and use to hit the unblockable with. You saw one just there. I use them Joey. That's the one I use the least, but every now and then it has its uses. In the later stages, I like to do Junkyard with 3 get move there into unblockable. Whoa, the ender didn't hit. DSS juggle. Let's go. That was sick. That's what I'm talking about. Whenever I can sneak a cool juggle into the run, I always love doing it. So this is better on the later stages because when I hit them again into a move where they're face down for your way, they're less likely to tech roll and they usually just get straight up into the unblockable again. So it works out in the later stages. And because it's a mid, mid string, the AI is much less likely to block it. There we go. Nice. Okay, if we can get a good Heihachi, we're going to be on pretty decent pace, honestly. This is not too bad.
Final round. Fight.
I did. Should have done down 4 instead of down 3, but still, that was a nice law. Very nice law. I'm happy with that. That was actually a best segment pull, law, just so you know. That was the best law I've ever done. I've ever had. That was a best seg law. That's sick. Alright, we're on to Kazuya Mishima. Whoa, that was... my input dropped. Oh my god, okay. Practicing my electric wing of this. Okay, so on the early stages and the later stages actually we just do whoa, it happened again, that was weird. We just do this string over and over again because it actually is really good at being the enemy. So that's a pretty nice strat. I'm going to stop doing it here. I'm going to swap strats. Because you can actually do something pretty unique to Tekken 4 called stun linking. And you'll see what that is in just a moment. So you can actually stun the enemy and then stun them again and it's guaranteed. And then you get a free follow-up and they stay standing. So we just do a little down jab just to reset them and then we do the link over again.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, we'll just chase them. Nice, this is definitely a good Kazuya. Now we're going to go back to the Flash Punch. No,
Final round.
not Flash Punch, that's 1-1-2. I think it might be Flash Punch combo. We're gonna go back to this strat anyway. Oh my god, that's quite annoying. Okay, that was a little bit scary. I had to go back to fundamentals. When you're close to death, you really just want to go for the safest stuff you can.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, cool. Not a bad Kazuya, actually. The way things are going. Pretty decent, pretty decent. A little bit scary earlier in the middle there, but we're on not bad pace.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. Okay, that will do. I tried to go for a greedy strat bet. I tried to get the stun next to wall so that I could get our wall juggle on him, but it didn't quite work out how I wanted. I should have probably just gone the staple. Getting an empty jump, that's a bit annoying. Okay. Not an amazing Kazuya. It was a little bit shifty, but it worked out well in the end. Okay, not too bad. Alright, on to Zhao Yu. Okay, for the majority of Zhao Yu, we're just going to be abusing one move over and over called X marks the spot.
Final round. Fight.
Whoa, cross up. Now this is really good because when the AI is crouching, they're less likely to attack you, and because it's a mid, it hits the opponent crouching, so you can just repeat it. It's not a perfect strat, but it is a good strat. We're saving the best for last, Speedy. Come on, you know. Pause it at the very end. Oh my god. That was not intended, but it worked out pretty well. God. Good thing about Zhao Yu is that she has back turn launchers and all that good stuff. So even if you slightly mess up the timing of the juggle or something, it still works out pretty well. And you can usually go for pretty decent backups.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. We tried for a parry and it did not work.
Final round. Fight.
Woo! Okay, that works out. That works for me. Cool.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, I'm kind of ad-libbing right now, but it worked out. Wasn't the fastest, but it was consistent. So many null pull characters, oh my god.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. Okay, cool. Alright, on to Heihachi. Okay, if we get a good Heihachi, we'll be on a pretty decent pace, honestly.
Fight.
Okay, I forgot to juggle that. That's okay. There we go. I just wanted that wall splat. There we go. Nice. As soon as I got the wall splat, I could have killed him. That's why I was trying to just hit that one move. Okay, onto Yoshimitsu. I'm only about just under a minute behind my PS2 personal best. So we're on a pretty decent time right now.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. I slightly messed up the unblockable input there, but it worked out. So with this early strat, we just kick them so they go off to the side, and then in the time they spend turning around, they don't attack us, and we can just charge up the unblockable safely. Just like this. Whoa, oh, no. Not from against really awkward characters like these. But there we go, nice. Just for tip range. Just for tip range. Paul is in the game, believe it or not. He is somewhere in the game. If that was a counter here, that's why he went away like that. Nice, that was really fortunate. That was really lucky. That I did not think that was going to work, but it did. Sometimes you gotta trust your gut instinct when you're speedrunning Tekken. You really do.
Fight.
Very nice. That was optimal. Hopefully we get a few more like that, and we'll be in a very good state.
Final round. Fight.
So here we're just kicking them away at a nice distance where they're scared by the unblockable, and by the time they commit to go into it is right when we decide, or right when the unblockable is about to hit them. Okay, Zhao, you can be a bit of a pain. I'm going to try for an honor strat here.
Fight.
Okay, we'll try a strat. Oh, that was beautiful. Crushed under the get-up cake with the kangaroo cake. That could be very possible, you know.
Fight.
Whoa, the delayed neutral hop kick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh god. Oh, this is a bit shifty. Ooh, nice. That worked out pretty well. A lot of different elements went into making that one work out. Okay, hopefully we get a fast Heihachi.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, nice. Pretty decent, pretty decent. There's not been any pull for a while now. Okay, onward to King. We've only got 3 characters left now. King is a really fun one. We use a... the majority of... We're setting up his unblockable, but we use a glitch... I personally use a glitch way to make his unblockable come out faster. We'll see if I can get it. So we set him up with 10-8 combo. No, that wasn't the glitch. That was the slow unblockable. So that's his burning knuckle unblockable. But you can actually make it come out faster if you get the right input. Usually you hold up forward and do 1+2. But if you time it just right, you can actually, by doing up 1+2, the wall actually messed us up there, but that's okay. We'll just do this backup strat. Nice. He's in the Fudoshi, or whatever it is. The traditional sumo attire. Okay, we're going to do an alternate wall strat here. I blocked it just the end of it, that's fine. Motorbike.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, nice. That was a little bit faster than the usual. Okay, that works out. Who knows how he changed his appearance? That's a very good question.
Final round.
One that I can answer.
Fight.
Oh, I really thought that was going to hit. That's fine.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that was instant. Did you see that? The speed. I tried to go for a rolling death cradle. I should probably kill up. Nice. No, he's never had his own game. Only Nina's had her own game, I believe.
Fight.
Ooh, got the back. That was interesting. Oh, that was instant. That was beautiful. Just a nice little chain grab. Couldn't get the end of it off in time, but oh well. Chain grabs we don't actually like doing because they take up a lot of time. Even though they do a lot of damage, they're slow. So that's why we don't go for chain grabs usually.
Fight.
See if I can make an exception. Oh, we got the rolling death cradle. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Beautiful. Oh god, don't tell me about to die. No, okay, cool. Beautiful. Alright, that did actually cost a lot of time. But that's alright. It was worth it. Rolling death cradle, boys. Nice. Alright, we've got 2 characters left. Still getting, oh god. Alright, Horang. Horang time.
Final round. Fight.
There's a little bit of trivia for you guys. I'm actually playing on a DualShock 4. I bought a DualShock 4 to DualShock 2 adapter for my PS2. That's it, boys. That's it, boys.
Fight.
So with this strat here, I'm just setting them up for a nice little unblockable. Does a ton of damage, and then you can get back up with this other unblockable as a grounded hit. Which is really good strat. We're gonna do that for just this last stage, and then we're gonna change strats.
Final round. Fight.
Nice.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, now as Horang we like the wall because of, well, exactly what you're seeing right now. I didn't quite work out. So the strat in the mid game for Horang is just to try and push them to the wall and then just wail on them and then hit them with an unblockable to finish. So getting smaller stages like this one is really fortunate. Okay, that didn't quite work out, that's fine. Beautiful. It's not about the number of rounds they take. Every round the AI refreshes. But sometimes the AI can take note of like what your last move was. And like sometimes the AI just will get to a point where they like just refuse to they refuse to get attacked by a certain move, so you have to change it up. So you can't just do the same strat over and over again because they'll just always hit you out of it.
Final round.
Which I guess is like an anti, like, 12-year-old pressing one button strat that AI had. Beautiful. In the back. That was nasty. Hawaiian is one of the few characters who has 9 stages, so he actually, well, you'll see in a moment, but he actually is not his last opponent because it doesn't say final stage. You can tell in the top left. Just Dormammu. Beautiful. You saw Paul for a moment. So yeah, you actually fight Jin in the parking lot. They're having some relationship troubles. You know how it is. Shine out in the parking lot. Hawaiian should know that Jin only has soy milk, but Hawaiian got skim instead. You know, that kind of thing. Beautiful. Very nice stuff.
You win.
Okay, only one character left, and that is a man himself, Paul Phoenix. So let's do it. I want to see some Paul Hairs and Paul P's in the chat, boys. Let's do it. That's what I need to see. And Paul is by far well, along with Jin, he's the fastest character in the game. It's really hard to say which one is exactly better, but they both have very ridiculous strats, as you can see. Beautiful stuff. It's just a thing of beauty, really.
Final round. Fight.
We just hammer on them. They just stay crouching in fear, and as soon as they look up, BAM! Burning Fist to the chest. BAM! Big damage. Big damage. Big daddy damage.
Fight.
Boom! Boom! Beautiful. Look at that. You thought it was over, but then you just get death fisted again while you're rolling into the wall. Defying gravity.
Fight.
Come on, get up, son. You try to get away, but you can't get away. He literally jumps down leaps of stairs to just dive headfirst into your nuts to kill you. That's what Paul Phoenix does. It's a legend.
Final round. Fight.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. It's really beautiful to see.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, okay. That was an excellent hitbox. 10 out of 10 game. Look at this. I'm under 30 seconds in game time, and I'm already on to the second to last stage. It's pretty sick.
Final round. Fight.
I tried for a tech strat, but Kuma did a really fast move, so it didn't work out. But that's okay. Alright, so time ends as soon as I skip the you win pose screen after being Heihachi here. So we're very close to time right now.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, no, I need to time this right. Oh god, this is kind of scary actually. Oh god. No, my deathless run. Are you kidding me? Oh. I was about to say it was a deathless run and everything, but no, right at the end I choked it. Yeah, okay, get out of it. Oh well. Alright, that's it. 33-48, boys. Damn. That was almost a deathless run. I'm upset. Ah, I choked it. That's okay. That's okay. Overall, that was a pretty good run. I'm happy to start Speedyfists for you guys. I'm planning on submitting a Tekken 2 race to European Speedrunner Assembly Summer 2019. 19. So if that gets accepted, that would be pretty sweet. So you may see the music, you may not. It depends. I've got a lot going on around that time. But I was very happy to start Speedyfists off right for you guys with a bit of Paul here, a bit of Paul P. And yeah, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. It's a lot of fun.